anything that gets the juices flowing, like a rivalry game. And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a team from the SEC, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Aggies ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The LSU Tigers offense will get the first crack at it here. Blowouts in rivalry games can be the result of a number of factors. Sometimes teams... Sometimes it just gets away. Sometimes they didn't have the right mindset. The last time they got together, lopsided. What happens this time, David?
But either way, last time affects this time, because all you've heard about is we weren't even competitive. This is a rivalry game, a big-time game. We didn't show up. We dishonored our previous teams and squads, and we've got to do better. That's all they've heard coming into this game, Paul.
Yeah, David, I think that was the story the last time these teams played. One team handled the emotion of the game better than the other team. You've got to be able to play within yourself and play one snap at a time. That last game got away from the losing team. I don't expect that to happen today.
Looking to throw its car. Just a short pass to the tight end. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him too. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and take it back. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. So the Texas A&M Aggies offense will go to work for the first time today. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a claim high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a...
Turning it on! They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Lost a fire on second down. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Aggie. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll go to the ground. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Now, guys, when it comes to LSU, the good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but soon fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. Slips through the line. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. He's already got 46 yards rushing in the early going, and he is making an impact in the first game of the season. The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Grabbed in the middle. It's Armstrong. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Now back to the line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Caught close to the marker, it's Williams. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Stop me when you've heard this before. 1st down. 1st down. 1st down. Just continuing to put 1st downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
With the run on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Aggies!
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Carr. He's got him. He'll be brought down at the 32-yard line. Good job by the defense to keep him away from that 1st down marker. It's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They are going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
Quick release by the QB, and they pick up just a few on that completion. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Breaks into the open. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. To the air. It's McMillan. Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got a man. It's Watkins. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those you have. But any concerns that you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns, honestly. They got some key guys that had success in other programs, and I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys play today.
Well, and how they come together, because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
Jumped on top of the pile. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here's the pressure. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. He's got 69 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. The defense sort of hurls this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage, and he'll take the loss. They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Aggies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. At the 45. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game, but I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Gets it past the marker. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10. Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Dropping back, it's Carr. Punts it out of the air. They convert on 3rd down as he stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes, he's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Got it in the middle, it's Green. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24, 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Oh, man, what a missed opportunity. Big fella almost got to run with the ball. Instead, it falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll go with a quick touch pass. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has...
Oh, he's got some space. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. The feel of this whole drive changed on that last big play. They've got it 1st and 10 outside the 30. He's going for it all. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering a receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Quarterback moving. Got a little space. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
The Aggies pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're working that left side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Now on 1st and goal, a score here, and that mountain is huge if you want to make a comeback. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. He'll bring it back looking for help. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Now on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that 1st half. And how can we begin our analysis of that 1st half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the 1st down. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. From the gun, running back gets the give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's McMillan. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Fires to the middle. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! Nice move to pick up yardage. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34. The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And the Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got room to work. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Now lining up to snap it in the red zone. They'll send the back in motion. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and on 3rd and goal, they're saying, hey, we're still going to try to power this football and run it. Obviously haven't had success. Now getting to 4th and goal. Now it's a situation, do I kick the field goal? Do I feel comfortable running the football? Or do I need to throw this thing?
Absolutely perfect. Are forced to settle for 3.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting out there.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Hand off from the shotgun. Oh, he's got a chance. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you...
Intercepted, and finally this defense makes a play. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives him the ball in prime field position at the 40. This offense has it with really good field position. Dropping back, it's Carr. Looking to the big tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Watkins.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Fires on the move. He's got it. Makes the grab over the defense, and they are threatening now down at the 15. LSU looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Wants to throw again. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He unleashes a long one. And that one falls in. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has him across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
A&M comes back out with another first down. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shots.
Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
LSU, 13.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the middle. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. The short hands, it's Atkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Line getting set on 2nd down. Gonna run it, it's Atkins. Sweet cut there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls it and fires to the left. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on fourth down? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Pressure coming. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with a sack.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Rush is on him. On the run, deep down the right side. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Trying to seal the edge on the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's McMillan. The sure hands, it's Spencer. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
Caught over the middle. It's Norman. And he's brought down after a nice game. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's at hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Lets it fly. Touchdown, Aggies. And the beatdown has ensued. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive play.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll run this play from the pistol.
Get set, get set.
Give to the running back. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. Working well behind the sticks on second down. On the move, it's Atkins. Crosses the 30, he's got away. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Unloads quickly. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Grab near the marker. It's Watkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Carr. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna sling it on 2nd down. Safe completion on the screen. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43.
Here we go.
The RPO, it's complete. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Tigers back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense had that one well covered. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season.